Hello, my one viewer. Welcome. Just waiting for people to show up. We're having Wendy's chili today. This is dinner. Dee, hey, how's it going? Mm. No, Mr. Milo, you can't come over here. He's being gate kept. I put a little barrier up. Hey, how? So, just got home. It's been a work day. Been a work day and a half, and it's cold. The weather turned colder again. I'm like, no, I've been cold all day at the office. I'm like, I wish the weather could make up its mind. Please make up your mind. It's G. I don't know what the G is. Um, yeah, I'm sure it's cold over there. I mean, I think everywhere it's cold. Um, I would like it to not be as cold. I like it to be warmer. Like it was like almost 70 degrees the other day, like t-shirt weather, and then all of a sudden today it's like, no, fine. Hmm. We have so mental health update. So much anxiety today for no real reason that I can discern. Like, um, this weekend I was doing pretty well. I went to work on Saturday. I did a live as a guest with Indubitably Sanice. She is a Dooney and Burke person. Well, hey Helen, you got Tennessee. It's cold, and so anyway, on my interview on Sunday, it turned out really fun, but it was really nerve wracking. I talk a lot, as y'all know. I can talk for 3 hours with very little pausing, and sharing airtime is hard for me. And I don't do well with, interviewing because with, like, in that format because there's still an audience, and I feel like we should acknowledge the audience, and it was killing me not to talk to the people in the chats and just try to answer questions. So, it was a fun interview. She said she might, do another callback. She's trying to do every week having a new, guest. But I've had a lot of anxiety, today, Monday. It's like all the work things went wrong. Well, not necessarily. Like my work went well. I had my review today, my annual review, and that was fine. Nothing nothing crazy. D says I just got prescriptions refilled. This list price was $728. I got a copay card from Bristol's Myers Squibb and only paid 10. That is crazy. If I actually had to pay the list price for my medication, it would be my gross take home pay per month, not even my net. The amount of money that's on those labels, I'm telling you, I'm alive because of modern medicine and my and looking at those numbers, just like this is crazy. Um, my monthly meds are insanely expensive. I'm on insulin, and that's why, you know. But I was finishing watching Amelia Rose. I didn't think I watched hers today. Um, I tried to watch part of Meredith's, and I was having a hard time with Meredith's because she was talking about Pharrell and the LV drop. And the problem I have with it is that um, I didn't like the LV drop with Pharrell for this last one. I mean, I like Pharrell, but I feel like as a person who's living in Texas, which is cattle country pretty much, and I do wear Western wear. I do have country and Western music. I love, I don't own cattle, but um, it's kind of it feels a little bit too much like Las Vegas, and it's not. And I know they had hey Chris, um, hey Luxational, hey, am I missing anybody? And here I'm talking away, and yeah, so I had a hard time watching Meredith talking about Pharrell's drop, and then I was having a hard time. So today was a bad mental health day for me. I had a hard time watching YouTube and interacting, or even just watching YouTube, because I think everything was just hitting me the wrong way. So it was like, okay, do not watch YouTube day, which is weird because I'm right here on YouTube as a content creator. But I was like not feeling it. Like I don't think I even watched. I did watch a little bit of Luxury Life in the middle. She was talking about the Bottega Veneta card case versus the Chanel card case, you know? Um, I haven't even watched Winnie's. You know, I don't know if I have a problem with the tag, the luxury lessons I've learned, because, um, it's all different for everybody, and yeah, it's great to hear your story, but a lot of people are couching that tag with, um, "This is what you should do because this is what happened to me," and I feel like it should be more like, "This is what happened to me, and this is my experience," which is, I think, the intention, but then it's turned into, like, things I would do differently, and I'm like, "Well, would you? I don't know." I I'm and I also watched a little bit of Jessie Styles' video. She did one on, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember, but anyway, I started the day watching Mel and Milburn, and she was doing a video on the 7 bags or something that she bought then and how much or the yesterday's it bag, you know, and she showed some, and it's so funny, like, I remember she showed her spy bag, the Fendi spy bag. I still want the Fendi spy bag, they don't make it anymore, and, she showed some really cool bags, and I'm just like, "That is really nice." I actually liked that video, but I just had a really bad day. I can't concentrate to save my life. Work was difficult to get through. Lots of things are happening. Yeah, I want the spy bag. I think the spy bag's beautiful, and um, I've and oh, I guess okay. So I guess I do know. I do have. Okay, so I do know where a lot of my anxiety is stemming from. There's 2 big reasons. Um, okay, D says luxury lessons I learned is that luxury has nothing to do with price, whether it costs $20 or 20,000. If you make you feel good, then it's luxury. Yes. Hey, DD Bean, I'm happy you made it because you know what? I have it came in the mail today. This is from Miss DD Bean. She sent me something, which I think is ridiculous, Miss DD Bean. We're seeing each other next weekend. I would have just opened it there, but thank you for mailing it. I'll open it right now, and then I'll go back to the topic I was talking about. Um, hmm, let's see, what is in here? Oh, you sent me your magnet. Oh my goodness, girl. Thank you. You know, this is so cute. Now, if you're not familiar, um, Dee Dee says it has a magnet now. Well, God willing, I mean, no, Dee Dee, I'll come see you if you can't make it. I will find. I mean, I can find you. Um, you conveniently sent me your address, girl. Um, so here is her card. She has a business card. Isn't that cool? And she has this cool magnet. I love magnets, by the way. She made some button magnets for her business, her YouTube channel. So so anyway, my mental health is not the best today, and it's coming from 2 things. One, his mother's still in the hospital. The anxiety of having to go to a hospital, and we didn't see her we saw her Saturday, but we didn't see her Sunday, and we weren't able to go today because I had to come here, and this is y'all, you're my second job. I mean, you're not a job, but I wanna be regular and consistent, so I'm like, I'm not gonna just not show up if I can avoid it, and I said, "James, we'll just go tomorrow morning," and, she's fine. I mean, really, she wants to see us, but she also just wants us to bring her a Dr. Pepper, which I understand. Hospital food is the worst, but I don't think that's on her, apparently I was talking to James, and when I do cook, the one thing I use in her food is salt, and apparently she needs to have a lower salt 'cause, and Diet Cokes are full of sodium, so I'm like, "Oh, no, are we gon this is not good." She's in the hospital partially for tension, so maybe we shouldn't be giving her more salt, but anyway. Hey, Miss, Jeanette, um and see, Chris, I was watching your video and that's why I was late. Oh, Chris, I haven't seen your video. I haven't seen the video. Anyway, I have anxiety over his mother and what's the disruption and what's causing in our household. And then the other anxiety thing I'm gonna do, and I'm pretty sure it's coming to fruition, which is not fun. Like when I told you in my last live about getting this bag from overseas and it's a wish list item, I think it's not happening. Like, I paid for it, I ordered it, I use Vestiaire Collective, but I think it's not being shipped. I think it might be a bad account, if that makes any sense. So I contacted Vestiaire Collective because normally when I buy something and I really, really want this bag, so the anxiety is because I really want it and I was so happy to get it that and I bought it for the asking price. It's not like I went and lowballed them or anything, and they had it for sale, they had a lot of listings, they had a lot of sale items, but I'm new to that platform, and I didn't realize that there's a badge on there for trusted seller, and I looked as how have you sold these many things, but you don't have the badge? Um, and it was, so I contacted their help, talked to their chat bots who I'm assuming they're people, but, you never know, and they ended up telling me the list of how they give out their badges. So, based on what I was reading, I'm like, either she is a person that has things for sale that never ships, so it's not like it's a review system, it's more like, um, she doesn't follow because 'cause you're independent, you're supposed to send it within so many days, right? So automatically the transaction cancels within 7 days, and right now I bought it on, Sunday, so Sunday s is it Sunday? Sunday, Saturday no, it was Friday. No, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, today's day 3. So I have a few more days and, then we'll see, but I have my feeling is that it's gonna be canceled, and I'm sad because I really wanted that, and I've never tracked things. I never, um go look, when did it ship? Where is it now? I'm not really that person. I buy it, I let it go and let it go to the gods of the postage because postal work, I mean, I just where I live, I can't go by the date they recommend. It's always the date after because I'm between 2 major hubs. So because I'm between 2 major hubs, I'm at the extent of their delivery. So depending on what hub it goes to, it's always a day or 2 late no matter what date they guarantee it by. Unless it's like UPS or if there's a fee or a fine if they're like, "Oh, we'll give you this much money if we're late." And even then, sometimes I get money because they're late because of where I live. And so anyhow, long story short, I think the bag I really love and want and have money tied into is not going to happen. And it's sad because it's my first shopping experience with Vestiaire Collective. And even if it does go through and everything's perfect and it's just this anxiety talking, it doesn't give me good, happy, warm, fuzzy feelings because Vestiaire Collective is like an independent platform, kind of like all the other selling platforms where vendors come on there, they put on their listings, and it goes through Vestiaire. So and there's a fee for selling and buying, or for selling, and it's just I'm new to that platform. It's a global platform, so we will see. I will know within a few days, but it did not help my anxiety at all, and I was Is it something you sent or something you sent Jackie? Oh, Miss Dee Dee Bean sent me this magnet. This is what we're talking about. Um, so she mailed these out. You can request them. They're really nice. They're made really well. So I love magnets. I'll put this on my refrigerator. Um, and it's her channel. So it says, "Welcome Bean Beauty. Subscribe, Dee Dee Bean 2024." Um, so it's her little logo. I think it's cute. Um, so anyway, but I bought a few things. I'm off Ban Island temporarily. I will be stuffing the genie back in the bottle, and we'll be back on Ban Island coming February. But right now, um, get some getting some things settled, and once that's done, that's done. I have to still buy an engine. Um, Going through any of those sites is stressful. There's always chance it would be lost. Yeah, it's not even just the lost and postage part. I don't think they're sending it. I think legitimately my gut is the price is too low and either they're not going to send it out or it was a clone site to begin with. Just because you post something on sale, I've had many things like on eBay where I've won a bid and so are we going shopping Saturday? We can. We sure as heck can, Dee Dee. We're gonna be right there next to the Forum. Well, then many places are called the Forum. is a shopping center area, and they have I haven't been there in a long time. I think they're building a new was it a Barnes& and Nobles? It used to be a Borders bookstore, and I think they're putting and then it was a linen store, which went out of business, and Borders went out of business, and I think they're putting in, a bookstore there now. I love bookstores. I'm on Ban Island. Oh, yeah, the credit card bill, right? So, Sunday or was it Saturday? It was Sunday. Sunday, I went to, Beautiful Steps DB, can you take another one for me when you get to meet Jackie, please? She just brought something for me and oh, for the magnet? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Dee Dee, if you give me one for Beautiful Steps, I can mail it to her because I'm mailing her another thing, which, by the way, apparently shipped, but I think that just is, a shipping label is generated, so it says it's shipped. Um, I lost my train of thought again because that's how I've been. It's like butterfly. Oh, Sunday. We went to Disney World, or not Disney World, the Disney outlet in San Marcos, and I bought a bag. I didn't plan on it. Were just going to the Disney store. I try never to go unless I have money because I always buy something. And I was able to pick up some Christmas gifts for my sister-in-law for next year. She has very limited taste. So whenever I could find anything in that category, I just like, okay, that works. And I always come with the theory of if she doesn't like it, I'll keep it. And I was able to get a spirit jersey. Now, a spirit jersey in Disney language just means it's a type of top that's yours, honey. You want the
Yes.
um It's $85 normally when you buy it at Disney. So at the outlet, I was able to get it for $40, and I'm gonna actually let my sister have it or borrow it, which might mean have it because this is my twin, and I love her, but she does not let things go. So she wants to. Yeah, Mr. Watson saying hi. I have chili here, and he knows it. So we're having Wendy's chili for dinner. And I'm trying to make it so they can't come over. James, Linda says hi. Everybody says hi. And so, um, oh, you got the book.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Now I don't have to. Well, I do have to. I'll probably just get the audiobook and you
But
read
you
the.
can flip through this if you
Yeah.
want.
Let me show them. This is our book for. We're doing a book club at the office, and it's, of course, all leadership and development and blah, blah, blah. So this is called Dare to Lead by Bree Brown. And apparently, she has, there was some type of Netflix documentary with her in there. So, yeah, this is going to be something we're reading for the next 2 months. And then James and I are on different groups, but so he does better with hard copy. I'll probably get the audio version. But so okay, so I went to the Disney store and I got this shirt that my sister's probably gonna run off with, and then I got a bag. Now, if you saw my live show on Sunday, you've seen this bag, but I'm gonna and if you're on my Instagram, you've seen the bag. But we're gonna and I did a short today on it, so it's not a mystery, but I there's a story behind this bag, you know. So this is the um Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary bag from Dooney and Burke. Now, on the 50th anniversary year, James and I were at Disney World. We were there. We thought our only time ever going. So we did it big and then we fell in love and we became Disney members and we've been there again. But we didn't, the first time we went, um, this bag just come out. So this bag was right under $300. So what makes this bag so different though this is the large dome satchel from Dooney and Burke, the same shape and size, right? But this is a matte finish, smooth leather that has had a foil embossing on it with the what you can see, right? So it's a little bit pressed in, and then it has the shiny, smooth leather to contrast it, but this is matte black. Dooney and Burke doesn't have this in any other. I've never seen them do this. Now the foiling process, friction will remove foiling, but you just have to be careful. And again, I'm not going to use this bag every day. This bag is half trophy, half love, half everything. I love this bag, but it's very unique. I really love the fact that I've never seen them do a matte black finish, non-glossy, smooth leather before, ever. And my husband, when he first saw it, he was like, "Is that neoprene?" I'm like, "No, it's not neoprene." So, I'm not exactly sure how to take care of this in the long term because I don't know what a moisturizer. This is one of those bags Apple Guard might happen to, or some type of finish on it because I want to protect the foiling as much as the leather. So it's and then I already had this. This is the 50th anniversary charm set that I bought when I was in Disney World for that time period. And I am so happy to get this. And you will not believe how much this cost. I got this at, of course, this is 2 years after it's come out. I don't know how it was still in the outlet. It These bags tended to be only purchased if you bought them at Disney World because you can buy them for a short time on the shopdisney.com, and then they go out, and every 8 to 6 weeks, a new series comes out. Like, right now, they have, Sleeping Beauty is out right now, brand new, but so this one, I found it for $130 at the Disney outlet, and I said, "Yes, I have to have it, and it's mine," and it wasn't planned. I'm just very happy we were able to buy it when I saw it because I've been looking at it. I've had the opportunity to buy it several times, but never for $130, ever. That is, like, unicorn pricing. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I'll buy that. Thank you," and I ran out the door with it. I was like, "Thank you so much." Um, but so that was Sunday, and, so I'm very, very happy with that, but that's not necessarily an everyday I can use it bag. That's more of a special occasion fun trophy bag. I did use it today. Yeah, but Dee Dee, that was through that was through shopdisney.com. Yeah, so but I have so to compare it, this is the Florentine navy large dome. This is just what the normal. This isn't the Florentine beautiful smooth leather, but shiny and glossy. Um, to show you how matte this black is. You know, it's just it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And I think what makes it even more beautiful is that because it's matte, that the holographic foiling looks so cool. I've never seen Dooney make another foil anything. Um, so it's one of those things I just love, and I'm just so happy to get. Thank you, Angela. Hey, and hey, Luxational. Luxational. I was chatting with Beautiful Steps, and we were talking about the Coach Barclay. Now, she'd shown it to me, but photos are photos, right? Scale is not always easily seen unless there's something to scale it with. So she showed me one from the catalog, and I'm like, I need that bag now. And she's like, "What do you mean you need this bag? I showed you this bag in August." I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't understand how big it was. It can fit my dog in it." It's like little Watson, like he could fit in that bag. I need that bag, but they're so expensive. Um, so I'm bummed because I'm pretty sure my wish list bag, which I'll tell you what is it was a Ricky bag from Hong Kong that isn't probably going to be here. If it does show up, I'll be thrilled, but I just don't believe it will be shipped. I contacted the seller. Some of the stuff I read the reviews, I looked at it. She had lots of listings, lots of things sold. So I'm hoping she's on vacation. You know, maybe she's on vacation. She didn't mark it. Who knows? I don't know. Um, oh my goodness, Beautiful Steps. Are you telling me you got the Barclay for 30 pounds? No way. Jelly. I am so jelly. I can't find that for under 200 anywhere. And the ones that are under, okay, there was one for 90, but it was really beat up, like ratchetly beat up. It looked bad. Oh, and that's the other thing. I didn't get my weekly dose of Super Dacob. He's not feeling well. So I felt really lost without him. He's my set of the week, right? Like Saturday, you happen. Even if it's sometimes Sunday for me, because he sometimes goes on really late. But he's like, I set my week by you. I can't beautiful steps. $25 for a Barclay? Oh my Jesus. I wish. Um, I have the Weston, which is like the small version, but I want hey Cammy, did you keep any of those Pradas? I didn't see true joy in your face when you opened those boxes. Um, I really didn't. Um, I can't believe you got that deal. Beautiful steps. That's just crazy. Oh, it's a secret. Next in part 2 of did I keep the Prada bag? Um, Yeah. So anyway, I'm a little bummed I didn't get my Ricky bag. I don't think I got it. It's now I'm kind of looking at the decision of I have a I can get a Coach Rogue or a vintage Louis Vuitton. And right now I'm thinking of the Rogue more than the Vuitton, which is just not me 3 months ago. Me 3 months ago, I would have bought the Louis Vuitton. Me today, the specific Rogue I want only came out 1 year, 1 season, and they're hard to find and not well loved. I mean, people don't like this. It's called the Rogue shoulder bag, so it doesn't have the handles. But that's why I love it. Is because it's a shoulder bag. But I don't know. Or I can get the vintage Louis. I'm probably gonna get the Coach. I'm a sucker. Um, I don't know why I do that to myself. I sit here and agonize. Um, oh, you got a caramel Devon arrived. Nice. Dreamcatcher, I didn't miss your live streams. Hope you're well. Hey, playback crew, Dreamcatcher, that's awesome. I love the playback crew. Thank you. Um, yeah, so some quick updates. Just I'll recap real quick. Um, I have my anxiety is all time high. I'm a little bummed over the bag that was my wish list bag not coming, probably not coming. I'm not sure how I feel about Vestiaire Collective at this point. Um, I have and I'm kind of off Ban Island for a minute, but then I'm going back on Ban Island, so it's I'll have a big influx of bags and then nothing again, which is fine because I have to pay 2 mortgages and buy an engine. Let's be honest, you know, engine's expensive. Yeah. Thank you, Cammy. Good night. Have a great night. Um, yeah, so I've been sleeping pretty well. Like I was so tired yesterday. I never sleep well in general. I have nightmares. So one of the things I need to talk to my doctor about is like, is there anything you can do for nightmares, like sleeping, so I can get not have nightmares? Um, I know it's just my anxiety manifesting, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help. You know when Oprah said, "Do this dream journal," and I'm like, dream journal? Like, when you wake up, you write down your dreams. It's like, no, 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 no. My dreams are mostly nightmares. Mine are mostly anxiety. Mine are things I can't change or fix or do anything about. No, I don't want to remember those things. Luckily, when I go back to sleep, I normally forget the gist of them. But when I first wake up, I remember everything, of course. And then I go back to sleep. Um, so you are yeah, I have 2 mortgages. We took an equity loan to pay off our debt because I have a shopping problem and we had too many life events happened last year that it was either pay a huge amount of interest on our unsecured debt or secure it with our home, pay a better interest rate, and kill our credit cards, which is what we're doing. Killing the credit cards and hoping to Jesus that we do not get back in a pickle where something else happens. Like we only repaired half the roof. We only repaired the water heater. We didn't repair, anything else. I don't know if y'all watch Somehow Adulting or Somewhat Adulting. I like her. Her house, if you watched her video, I couldn't even watch all of it because my anxiety just went right through the roof watching her video. She had a pipe burst in her house. She lives in Chicagoland. Her house got flooded. Her house is 5 years old, and she was already planning on moving anyway to Tennessee. and then she's having to deal with the abatement company. So if you guys don't own a home, at least in Texas, one of the rules when you buy your homeowner's insurance policy is that your water damage is covered if it's like a pipe bursting, an appliance bursting, something, a water, your dishwasher, so a pipe in a wall. Those things is covered, right? Most cases. Read your insurance. But acts of nature, like your house gets flooded from the outside, that's not covered. So unless you put a rider on your insurance for those type of events. So if you've never gone through one of these events, it is whoa. Yeah, but I've almost not been watching anything YouTube. Yeah, I can't. Right now I've been binging some audiobooks. I can't deal with um mostly my anxiety, but somehow YouTube is making it worse, which I didn't think was possible. Normally, YouTube is my escape. It is my fun thing to do. It is, but still my fun thing to do. But to watch, I'm normally really good with it, but my concentration is so bad. I needed something that I could sink into. Um, Angela says, I'm a mortgage gal. I don't know what that means. Or buy your flood policy and you're covered. Yes, you have to buy the additional rider on your insurance. But I've gone through water abatement with home issues and the nightmare that is. So I was watching Somehow Adulting. It just brought up so much anxiety. Like, because last year was like you know, all the house things, right? So, and the car things. And we're still dealing with the car things. Oh, you do mortgages for a living. Thank you, Angela. Yes, I do have 2 mortgages, unfortunately. It sucks, but at the same time, I'm grateful I am able to pull the equity out. So I was able to kick out Chase out of my life. Chase is now gone. Um, and that makes me much happier. And I was able to pay my mother back. I owed her money. I don't like owing my mother money. It makes the relationship awkward, you know? So I gave her her money back, which was a godsend I could do that. It was worth it. I don't care if I'm paying this mortgage for the next 20 years at 7% interest. It's like, it's what happens, you know? Um, and the ones I've watched end up not leaving comments. Oh, um, I don't think mine will be paid off until I'm my house? Oh my gosh, no. With my income, because 'cause I'm a state worker, but here's the thing, I don't plan on staying here forever. And even though I have 2 mortgages, I didn't pull out the full value of my home. And so I could always just sell the house and move on. And it still probably will sell. I mean, this is market value. Unfortunately, that means I can't live anywhere where I'm near because I can't afford to buy here again. It's so expensive. Um, Especially with everybody moving here from California. I'm not kidding, guys. Um, I work in the Austin area in Texas. Apparently, Apple is coming over. Tesla is building a huge thing, a huge new compound north of Austin, and Samsung is building another huge factory over in Pflugerville, which is in Austin. And then, so you have all these giant tech, and Google's already over here. Tesla already has one plant over here. People gotta live somewhere, and I work in Austin. So it's like, oh, great. So all these people are moving out here because they have to, because they need to keep their jobs, right? And I'm like, okay, we better keep this house until we retire because we can't afford to live anywhere. We can't. It's like housing is cheaper than rent at this point. I mean, renting is just expensive. We talked about that last time. Um, Angel says, I'm gonna pop a tent on the beach when I retire. I want to do the go on cruise ships. I know people. Well, I don't know people, but I know of people who do this cruise ships, like constantly cruising. They say it's cheaper than staying in a facility. If you have the capability to have the mobility, that it's probably true. And you get to travel. How much fun is that? Thank you, Chris. Um, Thank you. Actually love talking to you guys. This is my happiest thing to do on YouTube. Like, I love the videos I show you guys, but this is what makes me happy, is talking, interacting, and getting to talk, because that's part of the things I miss about um YouTube is like you see me, you're invited into my life through my videos, but then but if you have questions or anything, it's hard to really respond with comments. Um, and some people don't comment. A lot of people don't have accounts. Like they'll watch YouTube on just playlists. They just if you have premium, you can just continue to watch. Um, okay, I missed something. I'm on my second house. I wasn't happy with the first. I'm on my second house too, Rael. Down here, D says, if there is a piece of land the size of a postage stamp open, someone will try to put an apartment complex on it. I believe that. I've been there. True. Any piece of land, I think in Florida that doesn't have property on it built, I believe it is because it's conservation land. Because if there's a piece of land, there's someone building on it. Um, so cool. Just unbox the same magnet. Yay, Chris. Yes, I have that. Jackie and I will have to look into that. What am I supposed to look into? I'm missing something. Um, that's really cool in real time. They are doing that here in Orlando. Maybe I should go live. Well, I think D is near Orlando, Angela. I think she's close by. Maybe I should go do a live while clean fish tanks. You could do a live explaining how to clean a fish tank because I'm sure somebody will watch it. Um, so anyway, it's been a really weird weekend. I mean, um I was supposed to go out of town this weekend. It's fell apart. People got ill. So illnesses, it's like, okay, can't go visit. I'm so sorry. Please get better. So that meetup isn't going to happen, which is very sad. I'm very sad about it. But it's just what happens with life. So you just move on. So we are going to take Friday off. We have to go and get some more shelving. This space is not working for me, guys. So I'm gonna put more shelving in my bedroom. I'm gonna put some more shelving out here. My bags are everywhere. I can't find half of what I need because every time I do it live or do a video, I'm pulling all these bags out, and they don't have a permanent home where it's easy to pull them in and out. So I need to fix that. That's what I'm working on. Um, I'm still working on my collection videos. I paused for a bit because it just got a little too much. I'm still working on it. you know, but I have some videos coming up. I almost did a FOMO purchase today. Literally FOMO. Like like I was all the way over to verification pins, going to put in my credit card, not credit card, debit card, and then buy this thing. And then I'm like, no, no, Jackie, no. I need to I need to actually X out of that group because it's not good for me. Jackie, I was saying I have to look into cruises rather than being put in a facility. So yes, exactly. Well, more shelving. Don't go. Yes, more shelving. Hey, Maria, I'm going to be boxing up your item this weekend, this Friday. So I'm getting ready to do that. Um, and you have solved the she shed. No, the she shed issue is still an issue, but temporarily to live in my home, I need to get more shelving in here. And then eventually the shelving, all of this eventually at some point this year will be going out to my shed if I can get out there and actually empty the shed. Um, oh, nice, Maria. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get mine out on Saturday. But yeah, I even forgot what I was talking about myself. Anyway, it's just de-stress, de-stress, de-stress. So we're just hanging out talking about everything because that's the way life is. And I can't find anything. I had a live and I was trying to find a bag to show and I couldn't find it. And I buy a lot of bags just to have an example. I know that's weird. That's the collector in me, right? Like I must have something from this collection. I must have something from this time period. I must have something from this silhouette. And then once I have the one thing, and if I really, really love something, I want to have more than one in that thing. So it's like I collect Dooney Zip Zip satchels. I don't really use them, but I love them. I just love them. I'm like, "I love you. I want to rescue you. I know you're old-fashioned, people don't like using you, but I love you." And then I don't even use them. Nah. "Dee I just put your face on my computer." That's cool. Hi, Melissa. Oh, Melissa's Corner. Hey, hey, girl, hey. Um, all the peeps. Yeah, we're just hanging out, talking about life. Life is being rough, right? Life is throwing me some curveballs this weekend, just whatever. We'll see what I say on my next live on Friday. Mr. Watson wants to share with Mr. Watson and Mr. Milo sincerely miss grandmother because grandma is here every day all the time. Now grandma's in the hospital, we are home alone. So when we come home, they're like, people, 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 we love you. You're our favorite people. And then we want snacks. Do you see him right there? Yeah. He wants the chili. So Mr. Watson does not get as many treats as he's used to. He's slimmed down. It's only been a few days. You can see he's slimmed down. We're like, okay, grandma's giving you too many treats. Um, Jackie, I don't see the live that you did over the weekend. Oh, that is because you have to go to Senise's page, Indubitably Senise. And I cannot spell indubitably to save my life. I can barely pronounce it. Because she hosted the live, so it's over there. You know. But mm, it's only an hour long. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Yes, Melissa. Woohoo! Um, yes, the little snorts that great or not Great Danes, little pugs do because their noses are smushed. Well behaved wallet. Hey, I had Wendy's chilies yesterday, and yeah, hello. It's so well. First of all, I love chili. And I like chili with beans, which is controversial here in Texas, but it's cold. And I'm like, I don't want a hamburger. I just want to eat some chili and we'll just go home. So James got chili too, which is rare for him. A lot of people who are chili purists think that chili with beans just means that's bean soup. I'm like, well, fine, then call it bean soup. I like it. Beautiful steps. Dogs are always afraid of abandonment. That's why they always go crazy when someone arrives. Yeah. Well behaved wallet. I love that you go live on Mondays and Fridays too. Yay! Thank you. DL will be in a few minutes late tomorrow. Chris says my pandemic dogs are gonna hate when I start working in person. Yeah, it was rough for our dogs too. I bookend. Hey, that's awesome. I like being a bookend. That's cool. Well, I figured Monday is kind of like a Monday, and at least it gives you something to look forward to. And then on Friday, you're just home after work. We're tired. Just hang out. I mean, that's what I'm doing, you know. So I figured if I'm home, other people will be doing it. Um, oh, it's okay. Beautiful steps about Sanisa's live. It's on the replay, but I think she used a new platform. I forgot the name of it, where I joined her in it, and I think I might try to see if I can stream from that. It's very interesting. But I'm in the process of changing out my equipment again. Lots of changes. So this computer, which is James's computer, he's going to be getting it back, and he bought me a new computer for a fraction of the cost of this one because this one is expensive because of the cores for gaming, and the one he got me, which even though it's newer, this is older. It's I said, "Honey, just get me something that I can do YouTube on because honestly, that's all I use it for." And he's like, "Okay." I grew up eating chili with beans. Me too. I did too. I didn't know chili without beans was such a huge controversy until I moved to Texas. But there's something called like a Cincinnati chili. Now that's weird. Um, I don't know what it is, but whenever someone describes it to me, I'm like, "What the heck?" Um, Oh, SteamYard. Yes, SteamYard. It looked really easy to use, but I'm not sure how it does with I haven't tried it myself, like hosting. and publishing into YouTube. Right now, I'm just using YouTube Studios, but YouTube Studios is very limiting for guests. That was the problem I had when I was going live with Jolie, is that I had to use my cell phone, and it was really hard because the audio was so bad. I need the microphone, and with Streamlab, I could use my setup here and log in through, and it still we can both do it from our computers and still publish onto YouTube. Oh, is that? Oh, really? Oh, Streamlabs. I meant SteamYard. Okay, SteamYard. I think, or StreamYard. Oh, I don't know. I have a lisp. Give me words with S's. It's awful. Okay, since banana chili has cinnamon in it, I love cinnamon. I don't know if I want it in my chili. I do put cinnamon in my coffee. You know. Let's see. It's better with computers. Yeah. It's hard. Um Different with my iPad, so why I might use. Okay. Difficult. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Probably because, Apple is so proprietary on their stuff. Um Stream. I have to say it. Skyline chili is chili with wait, what? Luxational what? Skyline chili is chili with spaghetti. I don't like it. Eric likes it a lot. Yes, it does have cinnamon in it. So you put perfectly good chili on top of spaghetti noodles? That seems odd. It just seems like, how is that just not spaghetti? I guess because 'cause you're using chili peppers? Hey, Birkin boy. I'm so happy to see you. We've talked about a bunch of things. You'll have to catch it on the replay. I brew my coffee with cinnamon and cocoa powder. Really, both. Interesting. Um, that's meat sauce for spaghetti. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like, if it's just chili on top of spaghetti noodles, then this is just spaghetti. Other than you add chili peppers to chili. I mean, tomatoes, onions. When I make chili anyway, there's a different type of pepper, I guess. Hmm. Angela, I would agree with you, and so would my husband. Steph, always had chili mac, some idea, chili on top of macaroni noodles. It was freaking delicious. That makes sense to me, though. Chili mac makes sense to me. Chili on top of spaghetti noodles is confusing to my brain. And it's ridiculous and gross, topped with cheddar cheese. Totally with that. I like chili with pork and beef. Sometimes deer if I can find it, but deer with pork. But I don't really necessarily like white chili, which is like a chicken chili with green peppers instead of red peppers. Chili, we used to have a chili cook off at our office, and we always had some really cool recipes. People would come up with the neatest recipes, but I always just bought a kit and made it myself. And I think it's called Carol something, from the Shelby Carol from the grocery store. Um, I'll just use their kit because the one time I made chili um, on my own, I used so much cayenne, even I couldn't eat it, and I loved very spicy food. Why spaghetti noodles? That's two different pastas. Um, Try chili with rice. Yeah, I do eat chili with rice because I'm Asian. We put rice in everything. It took years for me to get out of the habit of having to have rice with chili. And I also use red chili peppers in my chili on top of all the other chilies. And let's see, cornbread, of course. I like my chili thick enough to eat with a fork. Yeah, some people do. Now, time to do my hair. I got the fish. Okay, hair drying. Yep. So I'm a little bummed about my maybe not getting my Ralph Lauren bag that I want, but it's just my anxiety talking. If that bag doesn't happen, I'll find another bag. There's always another bag. Um, it's I've it's a weird bag. The Ricky bag is strange because the price range goes so high, and it's like everything else, it's based on color, condition. So, like, things that are I was looking at a couple bags today when I was talking to Beautiful Steps about some Coach bags, and we were looking at the Barclay bag, and one of the Barclay bags I was looking at was like $90, as I told you, and, um, it was because of condition. And Beautiful Steps, what was the name of that bag that I didn't win the bid on that you showed me that was oh, it wasn't the Barclay. It was the Coach Taft bag. And she found one. Well, I put a bid in it. And but it was in such it's a normally a bag that is oh, I love Angela. I want that Cassie. I don't have it. I want it. Um um Burger Boy, yes, the Ricky varies widely, and there's a multitude of different styles of it too. I know, right? So the Taff bag, I put a bid on this on eBay, and I was getting sucked into the bidding war, and I said, okay, no, I will put it down at $85 and I will walk away. Well, it went up to $100, so I didn't get it, right? Um, Raelle, I didn't know either until Caleb and Boy have totally changed my mind and game on Ralph Lauren. I've always liked Ralph Lauren. I didn't know that there was this other echelon of Ralph Lauren. I didn't know those existed. But because there's no store here, we don't have a Ralph Lauren only boutique. I do live next to a Ralph Lauren outlet. And, like, I know Ralph Lauren through Macy's and Dillard's. Like, I didn't know Ralph Lauren had their own, you know, other level that I didn't know about. But, I was looking at this Taft bag, and I put a bid in, and the thing is, this bag was in such a rough shape. I mean, the leather was beautiful, but some of the stitching was coming out. It was opening up. Like, I was gonna have to learn how to do a saddle stitch was the only way to fix this. There's no way you can't really bond it. You can't really glue it and keep the integrity of that bag. It wasn't like the piping was torn or anything. It's just that it needed some tender loving care. That bag had been used and I didn't get it. So I felt a little sad because I wanted it, but I didn't want to spend more than $100 for something that was purely out of just like I wanted to fix it more than I wanted the bag. I wanted to learn how to fix it and it was already beaten up. So I have this weird attraction to grunge bags, like because I grew up during the time the 90s during grunge, and it's like, oh, that looks so cool. I think it adds a lot of character. Um Beautiful Steps, the lower layers of RL are always in my TK Maxx. Burger Boy Ralph Lauren has 9 different products lines, varies in price just depending on the line. Rael says, I just knew about our Ralph Lauren shirts. Chris says, growing up in Philly, I would always go to the Ralph Lauren store in person. They had some really swanky stuff. Yes. Chris says, it's one of the only brands I will pay full price for. Yeah, I always had their home things. Like, I had linens and towels well, I didn't have towels. I just started with towels. And oh my goodness, I have a story about the towels. So, those beautiful blue Ralph Lauren towels I showed you that I bought from Macy's? And yes, they were like $20 a towel on sale. So they're like $40 towels. Well, and remember that day I was doing a live and I had a wet dog come over? And I didn't think about it. So after the live, I left and I went into the bathroom and I looked on the floor and there's a sopping wet Ralph Lauren brand new towel on the floor that my husband had used to use on Milo. I'm like, I was like, "Ugh, of course he uses the most expensive towel in our house on the dog. Of course he does, and leaves it on the floor." So I actually ordered 2 more because they went back on sale. I'm like, I cannot believe he used the most and it's not like we didn't have other towels right there. He just grabbed the first one he saw, and I'm just like, "Honey, the 2 most expensive towels in my house." And it's like, "Okay, okay, it's fine. It's fine. This is why we can't have nice things." It's like, "Oh my god." Yeah, that happened. Um there's a TLC and then there's some major surgery. I'm not doing major surgery on my bags. I was really tempted to do major surgery on that Taff bag. I really wanted to do a saddle stitch, but to do a saddle stitch properly, you have to have the imprints already, or put you have to stamp the leather with a striking plate and a tool so you can make the holes. If you can't go through the holes that are already there, you have to certain type an awl, and then you have to have the right threading. So it's a process, right? So I realized if I spent $100 for this bag, I'd spend another 50 on supplies. So maybe I should not get into leather crafting quite so much. It's just a hobby. um, Even with this homeward lines, there's multiple lines. I don't know the multiple lines. I know the ones out of Macy's. Like I don't even shop at Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom's because the ones we have near me are different tiers. There's different tiers of Nordstrom's um and anyway, I'm just, my wheelhouse is discount stores, and my highest luxury level of local shopping is Macy's. So, but I'm really happy with my towels. The colors are beautiful. I've been very pleased with, but I've realized because there's so many different product lines for Ralph Lauren, when I find something, I normally run it by Boy first. Like, hey, have you seen this before? Because he's more knowledgeable about it. And then I'll go reverse Google pictures, and then I'll look for other listings of similar items, because what I've noticed is people put listings in, they'll show the back part of the tag, not the front part, the materials listing. So they don't show if it says polyurethane or cow leather. So I've found a couple bags that they'll say it's leather. They'll list it as leather, but it's not leather, because I've had to do some internet sleuthing, and I found that, like, okay, this is not leather. It's vegan leather. Um, I've watched bags being made on YouTube. It's a process. Yes, not only is it a process, it's a labor. I mean, dang, Steph. I bought a couple new Ralph Lauren towels as well. My husband saw them and said, "Oh, great, new towels." And I said, "They're not for you. Guest towels." Yes, I've done that. Some of the most beautiful towels I've ever owned, though, are from Restoration Hardware. And there was a company that we used to buy towels out of called the Company Store. And we found the Company Store because they did goose down filled comforters, but they also had quilting, bedding, and towels. But they're really pricey. I can't really afford them. My dad used to buy them for our house, and those used to be our guest towels. And then my guest towels were. My sister was like, "What towel can I use that you don't use on the dog?" And I'm like, "Jennifer, those don't exist in this household. The dogs have used all the towels." And then I bought these Ralph Lauren towels, and even now I can't even say that those are the special guest towels. I'm saying, "No, they're all towels." Michael Kors has really nice super bougie line. Do they? They sell right next to Chanel and Neiman. Really? I had no idea. Is it called Michael Kors? Still? Jack Spectac, you wouldn't be able to do saddle stitch on that bag. Not possible when needed TLC. Had to be fixed with flexible filler. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't want to use oh yeah, probably. I didn't It's hard to tell with the photo, but I was hoping to prepare the stitching, but I did see the way it was split. It worried me. So maybe it was a, you know, godsend I didn't win that bid. Chris, yes. That's what I was telling you. A story. I was totally My FOMO story. I had totally got derailed. Um, Portland Leather Goods has a heart bag. One of the coolest heart bags I have ever seen. Is the way it zippers. The first time someone's made a a heart bag with zippers that meet in the middle, so you're not having to go over. I mean, it's just like, "This is brilliant. This is gorgeous. I have to have this bag." And I'm like, "No, you don't. You don't even like heart bags. Like, I have one already I never use. Why am I buying this heart bag?" I'm like, "Jackie, do not fall for the hype." I'm like, "Okay." Stupid Valentine's advertisements. Um, Boy says, "I love Restoration Hardware." Oh, me too. I love Restoration Hardware. Um, Chris, yes, his runaway collection is much nicer than his outlet for sure. I think you can say that about everybody. Yes, it's called Michael Kors, as far as I know. Chris says, "I have only bought a few sweaters from that line, but the bags were really nice." It's all in the trimming. Tanner Lemon likes PLG. Yeah, but Tanner likes unfinished, less touch, more natural leather. She doesn't like heavy finishes. Um, I'm still waiting for Tanner's line of bags to come out with an oversized tote, which he keeps telling me he's gonna do, and I have a little dog snorting at me. No, little dog. He's wagging his tail. D says, "Every PLG bag I bought, I either gave away or sold. It's not for me." Um, yeah, Melissa did the same thing. And I have the thing is James Jam, she keeps showing them and I keep loving her collection, but I know they're not for me either. But somehow I keep looking at them. Like the couple I have I'm happy with, I really don't need anymore. But for some reason that heart bag, the way it was constructed just looked so cool. But I'm like, I don't even like pink heart bags. I mean, I love hearts and I like bags, but I want a blue heart. I don't want a black heart. I don't want a gray heart. I don't want a red heart. I want a blue heart. You know, chat with Chris. My husband bought an old year ago and stained. Oh, really? Oh, it's probably because the from the PLG, right? Um, Chris, it's the way it's tanned and set. I have a blue denim heart. I love blue. Oh, I saw your blue denim heart. I like that one. I like denim anything. I really do. There is a denim um Fendi I wanted. And then there was a denim Gucci I wanted. And then I saw Prada and denim. And then in my brain, I just have to say, it's cotton twill. It is a cotton fabric. It is a fiber. I am not spending $3,000 for cotton. I'm just not. So I have to tell myself this a lot. I can't wait for your live D. Um, Doubt Jam use them. Man, James Jams has so many bags. Her bag collection is like a rainbow of beautiful bags, and she has a mulberry. I love it, and she says it's too heavy. You know, if it's on her, and she has Celine totes next to her PLG totes. It's like that's what gets me is like you have these most beautiful totes and they're all about the similar size, you know. Um, I want to know what bag she really carries because she has so many. I mean, I have many. I'm not pot, kettle, black, you know. I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying with that many choices and such similar silhouettes, which do you pick? You know, I mean, I'm the girl with like 5 zip satchels. They're the same silhouette. Which do I pick? None. I just love them. I don't carry them. I just love them. Um, Steph says, I agree PLG was a total disappointment. I don't think they've made very well and certainly not worth the price. I think they're a little overhyped. I'm not lying. Dee Dee says I almost bought the denim Fendi baguette, but it was missing a screw. Yeah, no, you don't want missing hardware. No bueno. Um, Especially if they can't replace the hardware. PLG is quite the controversy because either you love it or you hate it. I haven't really found many people who like the middle ground. It's not even the rustic look or the leather type. I think it comes down to the unfinished parts of it. That the I think the bags that are more loved are the ones that have more finished details, and the ones that are just like the sack, kind of like just a regular tote with unfinished, not no edge painting, no rolled edges. I mean, they don't even have a top stitch at the top hem on their classic tote. I think that's the problem people have with them is that they're over $100, a couple $100 on some of them, and their finish detail just isn't that beautiful. I think they're pebbled coffee colored, I can't remember the name of it, cold brew. They're cold brew, I think it's beautiful. But it's a soft, malleable, flexible leather, and I think some people do like structure. So it's just one of those either you love it or you hate it, you know? Um, so I'll be at work listening. D says, I'm so fussy about denim. I went through a lot of denim bags before the Marc Jacobs. The Marc Jacobs bag is the only denim bag I like. I do have that one. That is my only Marc Jacobs, a tote bag. I have it in denim and I love it. I don't carry it very often. Um, but that's just because I have a lot of bags. Burger Boy PLG looks like what will pop up on Amazon if you type in genuine leather bag, just low level finishing in my simple. Your simple opinion is correct. It is low level finishing. That's the devil's in the details, right? So I think, and this goes you right into um When do we hear about the Fendi Peekaboo? Oh, you mean the one that I got from on February 8th, I believe. I that trade video is coming up. No, the thing about details, and that's what I come up with. Okay, now, you want controversy? Say something negative about Coach. You get controversy. So I'm in a bunch of groups, Facebook groups, and Coach is beloved, and we love Coach. I get it, but people will die on their sword and say the quality of Coach boutique is better than Coach outlet. And I say I think the quality is about the same. I think the difference is in the details. I think in the Coach outlet you'll see more edge painting. In Coach retail you'll see, first of all, you'll see more classic designs, less fun, less prints, less style kind of like innovation. It's more of a universal appealing look versus the more fun, wacky kind of weird things they do in the outlet. And the finish details are more refined. But is it worth the 200 or 300 or $400 upcharge from the outlet price? I don't think so. I think the Coach Morgan is just as pretty as the Coach Tabby. Now, a lot of people may not agree with me, but I think the Coach Morgan is a great East-West style shoulder bag, and I think it's better than the Tabby. Now, people will come for me for saying that. But that's my opinion. Um, I bought a black heart bag from Melt Cosmetics collab with YouTuber Bailey. Oh, I love Bailey Syrian. It was part of their merch line. It's my favorite heart bag, and it was only $30. Way to go, Steph. Braille, use it, Jackie. I want to see it. Oh, the Marc Jacobs bag. I say negative things about Coach and Factory. It's the low thinner leather. Yeah, I after having both of the leathers, I don't think there's that much difference. There's not, I mean, there probably is a weight difference between the millimeters of the sanding of how they thin out the leather and the construction of it, but in general, it's the devil's in the details, and I don't think there's enough difference to warrant the huge cost. And I'm the one talking to you saying I'm gonna go probably buy a Rogue tonight, but the Rogue I'm buying used and pre-loved for like $200 versus the new ones for $800 and $600, you know? Um, Coach Outlet is a cheaper looking version of Coach Boutique, and it's all in the finishing. Yeah, it's all in the finishing. Um, I dislike. I mean, Angela, as I had the Morgan, it's heavy. Yeah, the Morgan is a beautiful bag. The construction, the look, the so it's just like I feel. I don't think people should just like Coach. Everybody's like one of the things you hear a lot is like, oh, vintage is better, vintage is better, vintage is better, and I'm like, vintage is different, you know? I think it's just our vintage is what bags used to be, and, we have modern times, and in modern times, we have a larger scale of production, larger we have a global market, not a local market. The companies are now huge, corporations of multiple companies, like Tapestry owns all of these other subsidiaries, and then, so there's a difference in how companies run, so products are different. They're churning out as much as they can to see what sticks, and they want you to buy the next new thing. They don't want you to have that bag that you save up for and then you go purchase it because they want you to keep buying bags, not just one bag. Anyway, at least if I was selling bags, that's what I would be doing. Um, Me too, that's what I say, factory is low quality, but people don't keep bags long enough to care about the quality. People turn bags. I have again, I'm on Facebook's groups. I have a bag that came out this season, and people are buying it and selling them, and these are not like when they buy the bag, "Oh, I bought this new bag, isn't it awesome?" And then, like, 3 months later, "Okay, this bag's not working for me, I'm selling it." So, it doesn't matter about the quality, they kept it for 3 months, you know? I prefer the boutique to the outlet, but that doesn't mean I won't get an outlet bag if I like it. No pen marks, that's 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 crazy. Um, I wish Coach Outlet would put out the Rogue top handle. I know, right? Fast consumption, that's what we have now. Yes, fast consumption, but people's mindset are that way. People want fast, they want the newest, latest, greatest thing. They want it to be turn and burn. They want, um, like the Stanley Cup thing, and my sister showed me a photo, and, It was so funny. She bought a Free People sweatshirt, and I know about the brand. I don't own anything from the brand, and, I know it's expensive. I know it's kind of craze, like, the young people talk about Free People, and, so my sister found it at the Goodwill for, like, $6, so she bought it. So I was like, Jennifer, are you seriously you're wearing a Free People sweatshirt?" And she goes, "Yes." Like, "You are the cool kid now," because that is, like, the cool kid brand, and she's at school with her Stanley, not her Stanley Cup. She actually has the Swig Life. It's a different brand, but it's so funny. Jackie, I did my No! You have to share details, Craig. How did you not tell me and text me all I was texting you all day. Oh my gosh. Okay. Breathe. For those who don't know, Birkin Boy just did a special order and I want the details. I want to know what you picked. Oh, that's so cool. Um, Rael says, "I won't yeah, I won't buy a $300 bag with pen marks." Oh, that's the one that Luxational had. Yes. Yes. Um, depends on the bag. Um, it's all about scarcity, right? How many bags are out there and how many are there left to buy? That's why we like the vintage Coach. There's if the bag has survived 20 years, you're like, "Okay, maybe, it will do well." But anyway, it's just I'm not looking forward to this week. I'm gonna have to get through it somehow. I found out I have to do another, you're gonna have to wait a while, the special orders take a long time. Um So my mental health update is my anxiety is at all-time high. I'm having a lot of issues between his mother being in the hospital, the household disruption, what it's doing to James. Work has been an issue. My bag that was my 2024 wish list bag, which I purchased, which I don't think is actually going to get mailed and be canceled, is causing me anxiety because I really, really, really wanted it. And so I think I'm gonna make do, and I'm dealing with the fact that it's probably not gonna come to America, and the seller probably isn't going to ship it, and, it's not the best first time experience, but anyway, um, Birkin Boy says, "Himalayan Birkin 25." Wait, you did a Birkin with cray lining, it will take anywhere between 10 days. Really? You decided to do a Birkin instead of a Kelly? Wait, are you doing the what color Himalayan? I have to know. I have to know. Um, oh yeah, this is huge, huge. I thought you already had a Himalayan Birkin. I thought you were gonna do a Himalayan Kelly. Um, and then on Instagram, I saw a Kelly Laxis, Lakis, and I'm like, "What is this bag?" And I go Google it on eBay as you do, and I'm like, "Why is this bag $20,000?" And then apparently it's some, like, rare version of the Kelly that only came out a few times, and I'm like, "Of course I like the rare version of the Kelly. I just can't love the regular Kelly, can I?" Um, Birkin Boy says, "I had to go with my inventory. I had a Kelly, not the Birkin. I was confused." Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, yes, you need the Birkin. If you already have the Kelly, you need the Birkin. Totally. Well, Himalayan, I know that's crocodile, but does that come in only the white? Because I've only seen Himalayan in the white crocodile, the with the variegation. Um, but I don't know. Um, I don't really know anything about the yes, white and gray. Got it. Okay. I would love to see the collection. Everybody would love to see his collection, but he is super private about his collection. If you're fortunate enough, he might put it on Instagram. We are very excited for you. We are very, very excited for you, Birkin Boy, to get your next Birkin, even if it's gonna take months. But now that we've watched, what was it? No, that was with Louis. Anyway, yeah. Handmade, beautiful Birkin, it's so cool. Oh, and the lady has to get to okay, good night, Rael. Whoa, 4 AM is too early. 4 AM is early anywhere. 4 AM is like you should be asleep still. 4 AM is when I wake up, and then try to go back to sleep. Um, I have a soulful looking dog looking at me. He is very persistent for something, and the thing is I won't give him anything, but he's gonna sit there and look at me with soulful big puppy dog black eyes staring at me saying, "But I'm starving." "No, you're not. You're fine." Um, it is wise to be careful, Birkin. There are too many thieves. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Totally. Um, that's Himalayas? I don't know. I mean, I know that okay, the Himalayas are a mountain range. I don't understand why they're called crocodile Himalayans. I don't get it. Or am I just saying it wrong? Oh, and I watched Leia Sophia's newest video. She's doing a collection of bag charms. They're not out yet, but they're gonna be brass plated gold. So there might be an opportunity for me to purchase something because her gold is pricey. Gold is pricey. It's a precious metal for a reason. But I don't really wear gold. And I totally asked her, like, can you please do argentium or stain or sterling? I just can't afford gold. I mean, I know that's her life color is gold. I mean, she lives in the tones of earth. She is an earth tone person. And but I would just like silver contrast. Himalayan means without color, like oh, okay. I just think of the mountain ranges. I don't really quite get it, but that's okay. Well, there's the thing. I am private, but I only keep around 100 bags at the time in my house, and the rest stored in a warehouse. I don't have access to them all at once. Yeah, that makes sense. Um, She has one big bag charm available now. Yes, she does, but I want to get the new one she's coming up with that has a chain of them. I'm very excited. She had a whole, video on bag charms, which is so cute because it's just jewelry for your bags, and she designs jewelry. Of course, it makes complete sense that she should be making bag charms. I love bag charms. I don't have very many of them. Um, I love and Hey, zombie nomad. I did ask about silver. She doesn't like to work with it. I know, but she might like working with argentium, which is a different um it's still sterling, but it's different. It's not okay, it's not exactly sterling. So sterling is 92.5% sterling, normally coupled with copper or another alloy to make up 100%. And like 14 karat gold is a percentage of gold mixed with other alloys to make it stronger. So 14, 10, 14, 18, 22, and 24. 24 being the softest. And in Thailand they call it bot gold because it's almost 23, essentially 23.25% gold. Most of Asia, uh, for carat gold is not really liked. The tone is too not the color of gold. I was used to growing up with, 23, almost 20, 24 karat gold look, so that when I came to America, I thought carat gold, 14 karat and 10 karat gold was not gold. It didn't look great on my darker skin tone. Um, the and it just looked wrong. And it was so funny because then everybody thought we were wearing fake gold because we were actually wearing bot gold, which was we shouldn't have been walking around Detroit in that, but whatever. I've been looking at this plume bag on navy blue in thrift shop. It was selling for what? An Hermes plume? Am I reading that right? I'm reading that wrong. I have to be reading that wrong. There's no way. You mean I had to be reading that wrong. For gold tones to silver tones is D. Argentium it's 96%. Okay, then it's 96% sterling with what 4% other metals. The smoky gray fades into a pearly white, resembling oh, that's why they call it the Himalayas because it looks like the mountains. Or the coloring, that makes sense. That makes complete sense. Do you know how many I know it's a non-weird segue, but do you know how many dead people are on those mountains? What if you go up to a certain height, if people die, they just leave them there. There's a whole documentary on the Himalayas, it's, like, gnarly. Um, 500 is not bad for a plume bag, Chris. That's a condition. Is I don't like 14 karat gold, it's too light. Exactly, too light in color. It is scuffed in a few spots. Chris, $500 for a plume bag? Is that seriously? I want one. And it's in blue. Mr. Watson. That was the saddest cry I've ever heard. This is why he's gaining weight. Yeah, 4% copper. I just don't think they know the style. Yeah, well, $500 for yeah, is something Hermes can spa. I've never seen one that low. No, I've never seen one that low either. I buy palladium, sterling silver. There's no copper in it, therefore it doesn't tarnish. It's more expensive. It's much better. Yeah, I love palladium. Um, Palladium, sterling silver is a palladium plating over sterling. Yes, no tarnishing. Chris, you need to pick that up. Yeah, Chris, or at least tell me where you found it because I'll go get it. I think we live close by each other. I do think it can be fixed by the spa. So, but so cool, Craig. Super exciting. Definitely something to look forward to. I bet the spa would be more than five. Oh yeah, the spa would be more than $500. You know it is. It's going to see it more in person tomorrow. Yeah, look at the details. See if there's Watson. No, sir. Barking loudly is not gonna. No. This is Grandma's fault. Grandma has taught him to beg because she's rewarded his begging behavior. No, sir. I'm sorry. You already had dinner. Having a fit isn't going. No. I think Mr. Milo's coming to supervise. Mr. Milo's yeah, he came over to see why Mr. Watson is crying. Mr. Watson's crying because he wants dinner, third dinner. Thanks, well behaved. I'm very excited too. It'll be my first SO in 2 years. Chat with Chris. I'm homing, in more. Oh, hoping it's more dirty than scuffed, because I can clean it. Even scuff, with leather that really good, unless it's a super deep, it'll be fine just with moisturizer and conditioner. And even if it is a scuff, it adds character. Come on, because I can clean it. Yeah, you can clean it. Well, everyone, it's 2 a.m. Good night. Have a good night, beautiful stuff. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yes, Mr. Watson, use your indoor voice. Mr. Milo had to come over and supervise because he was concerned about Mr. Watson's bark and cry. It was a poor, pitiful cry. Oh, I've been talking for an hour and 22 minutes. So I think we're going to wrap this up in general. I have to go to work tomorrow. And actually, we have to get up very early tomorrow because we're actually going to the hospital before work because we didn't go for 2 days in a row. We want to make sure she needs a certain cable. So we need to get that. And I need to give. Yes, he looks so pathetic. I'm going to go give him an actual dog treat, not chili, because no, dogs don't eat chili. I'm going to give him a dog biscuit, and one to Mr. Milo. So we're going to go good night, and we're going to be back on Friday, and hopefully I'll get a Super Deka on Wednesday, but he hasn't been feeling well. So 2024 has been rough on some people. So anyhow, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining me. I always love watching your text and reading your text and talking to you and hanging out with you. Oh, Steph says, no, it's not plated to palladium. It's mixed into the alloy. Whoa. Okay, now I need to find sterling silver palladium. So palladium is mixed into the sterling silver. Okay, I need that. Oh, hey, Alyssa. We're about to wrap up. I'm so sorry, but please watch the replay. Yeah, I have to wake up really early tomorrow, so it's almost 8 in like 5 minutes. So I need to get off my high of talking with you guys. It takes a while to come down from the conversation, but I wanted to leave you with my bag of the day, which I showed earlier. I'll show it again. This is this beautiful matte black Dooney & Burke with holographic foiling, and it's the Walt Disney 50th anniversary bag, and I love this bag, and it was a steal of a deal, brand new from the outlet for $130. I could not be happier, and it is just a super special bag, and it's and I did use it today, so it wasn't just for show. I did use it, and I'm going to change out of it and use a different one tomorrow. So anyway, thank you so much. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys on Friday, and I have some videos coming up, and have the normal. Bye. Oh, thumb up the video on the live on the way out.